Have y'all heard Kyrie? What Kyrie is? Not only Kyrie, Avery Bradley, as well as among other people, how they are talking about or what they're talking about, either sitting out or not sitting out, and some of their quote unquote demands for the NBA restart for the year.
Yes, sir. Stephen A. Smith done won no parts of that shit. He don't want none of
that nigga just fiending. I've been watching Stephen A. this whole shit. That nigga been fiending for some basketball.
You're right, man.
With him. That nigga just wants to see some basketball. That's all it is, yo. Like, man, he has a personal agenda. Like,
you love the game.
This is my thing. First of all, Kyrie ain't even in the playoffs. They ain't even playing. He ain't playing. KD ain't playing. And I feel like from somebody that's not even going to play, like, when does Kyrie speak on racial issues in the past? And when do we look up to him?
That was Stephen A.'s whole point.
When do we look up to him for advice?
But wow,
I mean, even if he was right,
a lot of niggas been speaking up who ain't been speaking up at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so that's one. I think that if they do resume the NBA though, then they have a platform, right? Because it's on them. They could say, hey, let's implement this at the beginning of the segue or beginning of the show, or let's have a discussion for 5 to 10 minutes and bring light to it. I don't want this to die down, so I want this to happen throughout the whole season. Like something like that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like they have more of a platform if they actually play. Because what's the alternative, you know? Like how are they going to reach the audience that they reach right now if there's no NBA season?
You talking like how's Kyrie going to reach?
Nah, I'm talking about anybody. Like they saying that they ain't going to play because they want all the social justice attention to be on what the movement is right now. But my point is, if you don't play and you don't have that platform, you know what I mean? All the NBA players in the league, you think they're going to get as much visibility as they are if they play?
I'm saying if he can get all the stars not to play, then there's no focus on a bullshit-ass league that you're going to call the NBA now. But if you get all the players to play in his league, then...
Yeah, how long that's going to take?
It don't matter.
I agree with you. I think they should start their own league, but the argument is to play this season or not play this season. And I feel like if you're saying you just don't want to play because you want attention on the racial matters and the issue, to me, you have more of a platform if you're going to be on TV with that audience. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, true.
When will be the time they talk though?
That's what
if they playing, no, I'm saying, but if they playing, if the bigger platform is while they playing basketball, so is it like they're gonna use like after the game or like at the post games to address certain things? You see what I'm saying?
Just
I'm gonna say this. This is
what I just touched on. I said if they had like a 10-minute or 15-minute forum before the game, I think before the game would be better because when the game's done, everybody turn the TV off. But you know, before the game and maybe even halftime, if they did have a back and forth or a table talk or something like that, I think it would bring awareness. And I think some of the stuff that they doing behind closed doors, some of these conversations that they having with players and coaches and even owners for like 2-3 hours. I feel like if some of those conversations were shared, all of that stuff's internal. I get that. But I feel like if some of that conversation, some of the same, talks were shared nationwide on TV, like I feel like more people would understand, man.
Yeah. I think.
Do you think? Oh, go ahead. No, you got it.
No. I was just gonna say. I think so. My thing about the whole situation is, I see both sides of the equation. I understand both sides. And if I had to pick, I like Ja Bang with Avery Bradley's solution more. Yeah. So Avery Bradley got like a solution, whereas though a plan, not a solution, a plan. Whereas though it's like, yeah, we still go play basketball. We still satisfy our contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who wants to play, and this isn't even talking about COVID. This is literally just talking about the racial injustice and social justice going on. But so like we actually together a list of demands that the NBA and the NBA owners must meet. So it's like right now, I think they got like 4 people in charge of like decision making deals or decision making processes in the NBA. And like what Avery Bradley is proposing is like in the NBA plan, they put more black people in charge. There's no reason for it to be an NBA with all black people. Sorry, not all black people. Majority black people, hands down, majority black people, and not many black decision makers in the league. And then the same way, he actually talking about like actually having like black businesses or owners partnering with black businesses and black vendors to incorporate even more money, not only into the black community, but also the black experience.
That was Stephen A's whole argument today.
Stephen A is a talking head right now.
He is. But that was his whole argument today. He was like, there's been multiple black coaches in the NBA, and you've got the head of the NBA Players Association, president, whatever the fuck, is black, and you got fucking assistant personnel, everybody.
Yeah, you got assistants.
How many black people? A lot of. I mean, there may not be owners, but there's a lot of black people in charge in the NBA. And he made and then he specifically said, "This is not the NFL. This is not the NFL where you know what I'm saying."
But that
we know.
So that doesn't make any sense. Yes, I understand it's not the NFL and it's the NBA and it's two leagues. But at the same time, if this is a point in time where as an NBA, it's not about what the NFL is doing. As a person, I'm trying to lead myself. I'm not necessarily. Then this goes back to what we talked about earlier. I'm not worried about what the person on the other NFL is worried about doing. I'm more so focused on the NBA, and I'm trying to push the NBA's initiative forward. So I'm trying to get more black people in charge in the NBA and making more decisions in the NBA. So I don't give a shit about the NFL per se. And so if we can put together a plan, the NFL might follow suit and come follow behind our league. But at the same time, if the NBA puts together a plan and a list of demands that the NBA owners should. The fucking fact that we call these members NBA owners, like of black teams and full black, that shit pisses me off too. But that's a whole different.
Yo, did you see the? He saw the meme where they were like, "Cracker Barrel never sat." Cracker Barrel never sat well with me.
I put it in the chat, man. I never.
Yeah.
Hey, and
that's probably where I saw it.
The name Cracker Barrel never said.
But also think about the correlation between the combine and slave trade and bidding for stage, man. That shit. Every time I see it, I'm like, damn, bro.
Combine.
Talking about when they be like weighing them in. And,
weighing them. Good stock.
Niggas in draws.
He could run hard. And we could get years out of him. I'm like, God dang, man.